Howdy y'all, Adventure Man Greg here, and what a treat to find you wandering through my campground. Now as you can tell, I'm getting ready to go on a hike, but before I do, I thought I might read some of my fan mail. Oh, let's see what some of these great fans have to say. Dear Adventure Man Greg, I think your videos are great. I think you should get an Academy Award for your work. I told all my friends to watch your YouTube channel and they like it too. I can't wait to see what's coming next. Sincerely, not Adventure Man Greg. That's kind of cool. They signing with these pen names to not identify their actual identity. Well, thanks, not Adventure Man Greg. Those were some great words. I got one more before I get ready to go for a hike, and it starts off. Dear Adventure Man Greg, I like watching your videos. They make me laugh. I think you dress nice. Maybe you can get on the cover of GQ. I hope to see you on the trail. Signed, yours truly, not Adventure Man Greg either. Well, all right, not Adventure Man Greg either. That's pretty cool, talking about how I dress, which gets me kind of thinking. Maybe I could share with you what goes into picking out the clothes that I wear to go hiking. So come on, let's take a look. Every morning when I get up and decide to go for a hike, I have lots of choices to make from what to wear. So let's talk about from head to toe and tell you what goes into getting Adventure Man Greg all ready to hike. Alright y'all, we're going to start from the top, and as you see, I got a hat. Usually when I go out on the trail, I like to have some sort of hat, and underneath that hat, I'm usually sporting a bandana. Now this bandana right here has a multitude of purposes. One of the main things I like it for is it keeps the sweat from running down into my eyes, and it also covers up my follically challenged head. Now, if you're not into the fashion side of your bandana, I still highly recommend carrying one when you go on the trail. Now, if you look down or up or over, I don't know where this link is, but I'm going to put it up here of some great uses for the bandana. But like I say, if you don't want to wear it on your head, you can always tie it around your backpack, your belt, stick it in your pocket. So check out that link wherever it is and find out some great uses for the bandana. As you can see, my hats and my bandanas come in all shapes and sizes. Heck, you can even advertise on these bandanas if you have a cause. All you got to do is contact your local bandana making company. Now the next thing I want to talk to you about from head to toe isn't clothing, but I think it's very important for anybody that's going to hit the trail, and that's these. A good pair of glasses protecting the eyes. Now, not only do these glasses help protect you from the harmful rays of the sun, but you never know when you're on the trail when trees attack. That's right. These little boogers have been known to smack you in the face, and a set of these safety glasses will protect your eyes for many years. And again, as you can see, Adventure Man Greg has no shortage of choices when it comes to protective and good-looking eyewear. Now the next piece of clothing I like to talk about is the shirt. Now, as you can tell, I'm usually in some bright color shirt. That's by personal choice, because when I'm on the trail, I like to be seen. But other than these nice light color shirts, they keep you cooler, and the moisture wicking fabric, which I choose, keeps you dry to boot. Now, I usually go out with long sleeves, but as you can see, I got them rolled up, but within a matter of just a second or two, I can unfold that, and then what do you know? I've got long sleeves to protect me from the harmful rays of the sun, as well as bugs and stickers and trees and all kind of things. So make sure that you pick some clothing that you enjoy, both in style and function. Now the next stop on our journey from head to toe is these, my hands. I like to wear gloves anytime I hike because they offer some protection in case I were to trip and fall. Now you can go out and get specifically designed gloves for hiking, but I usually just go to the workout section of any major retail store and just get a nice pair of workout gloves. So they protect my hands and they look kind of cool too. Woo-wee! Here we go, working our way down the head-to-toe clothing of Adventure Man Greg. Now I am right down here. Now what you looking at? Now you just stop that. This is a family video. These are pants. Now, of course, pants come in all different varieties of material, but I choose these because they're lightweight and they also wick moisture. Moisture wicking. Now underneath here, I'm not going to show you, but I also have a pair of moisture wicking underwear. Another feature I love about these pants is this zipper on the leg. Yep, when you unzip this bad boy, it comes all the way around, and look at there. I now have a pair of shorts. And then you can also see that moisture wicking underwear that I just bragged about earlier. Well, all right. We've started at the top and we've worked our way down, and we're almost down to the bottom. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you about are my socks. Now, for demonstration purposes, I've got different socks on today on different feet, but don't worry, Adventure Man Greg can usually match his socks. But this first sock here is a full calf sock. It's made by Fox River, and it's actually a military sock. So I figure if those men and women in uniform can march for hours in these socks, I can definitely hike in them. Now underneath, I always like to wear a pair of compression socks. It serves two purposes. It forces the blood out of the bottoms of my legs and back towards my heart, and also helps with muscle pain after hiking. So on my left foot, I have a mid-calf sock. All that means is it just comes midway up the calf instead of covering the whole one like that Fox River sock. Now this sock's made by Columbia, and underneath it I do have another compression style sock just to keep everything nice and tight. One cool thing about socks these days, just like you heard me say over and over again, moisture wicking, moisture wicking. Well, both of these socks here have moisture wicking properties, which keeps sweat away and your feet nice and dry. Well, we're almost there. We started from the top and we're going to work our way down until we get to the bottom. And we're about to get to the bottom of it right now as I start talking about footwear. That's right, probably the most important element of keeping you safe on the trail is proper footwear. Well, as you can see, Adventure Man Greg has quite the array of hiking footwear. All the way from your high top hiking boot all the way down to your just run-of-the-mill tennis shoe. Now, one thing about hiking shoes compared to your tennis shoes is the difference in not only the upper part of the material, but the bottom is drastically different. Some folks say, Adventure Man Greg, what is the big difference between hiking shoes and tennis shoes? Well, I'm going to show you. It all starts here with the tread. As you can see, this hiking shoe has a very integrated tread design, much that of a hiking boot, whereas the tennis shoe doesn't have quite the grip and may provide little, if no, traction on wet rock. One other thing to consider before hitting the trail is some of the added options that you might want to take or use before getting on the trail. I always use sunscreen and bug repellent because this time of year ticks can be extremely bad and you don't want them little boogers crawling and sucking your blood. Also, if rain's in the forecast, I'll make sure to pack along a rain jacket and or a rain suit depending on the conditions. So Before you go out on the trail, always make sure you check the conditions of the weather and the terrain, and that will help you choose what type of equipment to wear. Well, I just want to thank you guys again for stopping by my campground and just stopping and learning a little bit about what it takes to get Adventure Man Greg dressed and out on the trail. So before I go, I just wanted to leave you with one last thing, and I brought my blue hiking shoe along. Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue hiking shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue hiking shoes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Elvis has left the campground. Well, Elvis might have left, but Adventure Man Greg's still here with you. I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. And just remember that old adage, you dress for success. And that's no different than when you go out hiking. The only difference is, instead of dressing for a successful job, you're dressing for a successful journey to keep you safe and to keep you comfortable. So, this is Adventure Man Greg saying, see you on the trail.